What's up, fight fans? Welcome to another edition of Split Decision MMA, your weekly MMA podcast covering everything that is the wide world of mixed martial arts. We got rumors, we got news, we got forum things, we got weird Twitter handles. We got
just
this week.
Just the story you told me about the MMA guy.
This week, we are definitely in October, coming up on Halloween. We got weird shit happening in October. MMA has gone off the rails with all these stories. Half of these, like linking them together, I'm like, and this makes sense because that makes sense. You know
I blame the full moon.
We got recaps of 2 events, and we got to preview a shit ton of events by the end of the show. We might fly through some of them pretty quickly. But let's start off with the big stories. Let's start off with the big story that is Mrs. Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Fucking MMA fans' minds were blown and freaking out over this story this week. So
yeah, apparently her implants have the specific gravity of a black hole.
Even heavier.
Even heavier?
Even heavier. There was reports coming out at the beginning of the week that Joanna Jedrzejczyk was having trouble making weight.
What is up, Mr. LaCour? I hope I pronounced his name right. But either way.
Was it LaCroix?
Well, it's LACOUR. I just say LaCour.
Okay. Anyway, was having trouble making weight. Allegedly, she had informed the UFC she was having trouble making weight, suggested possibly a catch weight, which karate hottie Michelle Waterson said no to, and said, okay, I will continue to try to make weight, and I'll be ready by fight week. People were even talking about, I mean, this was what everyone immediately went. Well, this is a previous shot of Miss Joanna Jedrzejczyk, and this is the secondary shot, which everybody has seen. We've talked about many, many times ago that she had boob implants. I mean,
we prefer the term breasticles.
You go from that in the same bathing suit to that, it looks like it's a big difference. According to MMA fans, it's the heaviest known object known to man. There was rumors that this whole thing could have been head games. They asked Michelle Waterson about this, and she said that, any advantage you can get as a fighter, you're going to try and get. And I think Joanna's been really good in her career at playing the psychological warfare and getting in the heads of her opponents, even before she starts the fights. Who knows? Maybe she thought she could have her cake and eat it too. I don't really know.
I want some of that cake.
She goes, I was surprised.
What kind of cake is it?
She said, I was surprised because of Joanna's professionalism. This has never happened before. It kind of went back and forth. Joanna went on her Instagram and was like, did I miss something? Were weigh-ins today? This is Thursday. Or what? Because I thought it was Friday. And I don't know what's going on because the weigh-ins are Fridays and you guys are all worried. This fight is on. The weigh-ins are on Friday. Keep calm. All fine, step by step.
Right.
Like everyone's just... The whole week was like, she's not going to make it. It's because of boobs. She's not making it because boobs got to be within like 15 pounds each, right? That's why she can't make 115. They got it. I mean, she used to fight at 115, when she won the championship.
And then she moved up to 125.
For a rematch because there was a vacant
she knew she
belt.
Was getting boobs.
Because there was I'm pretty sure she fought with the boobs at 115.
Okay.
Did she?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
All right. I'm pretty sure she fought with the boobs at 115.
Wait a minute. I haven't really looked into it. I really don't know a lot about it. So I don't have anything to say about it.
Safest answer you could give,
Safe stance. We call it the Kerr defense.
So yeah, anyway, she did weigh in today. She did make weight.
115.5.
So obviously they're only 0.5 pounds.
0.5 titties.
Are they two? Are they like 2 each? 2.5?
They would be a quarter pound apiece.
Two and a quarter.
Quarter pounders.
2 and a quarter?
Quarter pounders.
2 and a quarter each?
Like, Joanna, I totally want to get all up in your quarter pounders.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, let's move on from there. Mr. Conor McGregor in court today because he beat some old man in a pub over some whiskey.
He couldn't just pay his way out of this one?
His lawyer continued to be on bail. He's been reprimanded, and
did they give him the finger wag?
They're either going to charge him or he can enter a plea. So I'm assuming he's going to enter a plea. This whole thing gets pushed back till
they're either going to charge him or they're going to charge him. Would you like to put that on
November 1st? We'll find out.
To put that on your American Express, Mr. McGregor?
American Express black card. So we will find out for sure November 1st. That's when he has to return to court.
Best joke so far is I heard that everybody hopes if he does have to go to prison or jail, that he'll get the proper 12 while he's in there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. He'll probably get a good 6.5, but I doubt
moving
there's a
into
proper 12
the weirder side of mixed martial arts. We talked about this for a little while now. Combates Americanas is going forward with a pay-per-view featuring Tito Ortiz against Roberto Del Rio.
I thought this was going to be De La Hoya's comeback. Didn't he just tell us he was going to try to do some comeback event?
They also have decided to do an unprecedented, historic winner-take-all title belt challenge. What title belt, you may be asking? The ones they're holding here. Dana, I don't know what he would think about this, but Tito Ortiz dug out his UFC belt from his garage and brought it in and goes, look, bro, my belt's on the line. Even though I'm no longer the champion of the UFC, I got to keep this old belt. Alberto Del Rio, real name Alberto El Patron, said, guess what, bro? My belt's on the line, and brought in his WWE Championship belt that he won when he was back with that company. So winner is going to get one of those belts.
So one's real gold, and then the other one's like rhinestones, right?
It's got gold in it.
But WWE's not.
It spins, bro.
Yeah?
It's got the spinner in the middle.
The spinner in the middle. But stop me. Didn't we do a story? Isn't there a pawn shop somewhere that has a UFC belt also?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right?
Pretty sure there is.
Yeah, like I think it's from 5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah, somebody has one. No, some guy bought it.
Yeah,
yeah. It was the UFC Tournament 5 championship.
Right.
Yeah, he ended up buying.
So he could get into this, right?
Storage. Yeah, I'm sure.
If you have a UFC belt, we can make a Grand Prix.
It's gonna be a 210-pound catch weight. But yeah, we need a Grand Prix of belts. I'll just bring down my belt. You bring down your belt.
We'll take the 3 behind you.
Take these guys' belts, and we'll just see who wins and gets all the belts.
You take a line, I get a pole.
I wonder if Henry Cejudo's going to go in there going for more belts.
Don't tell him that, and then he'll have to tell what's her name. She's got to show up too.
Yeah,
all gender belt. I don't know, people. What do you think about that? I just have to ask.
Everyone was laughing that I saw online. Everyone was laughing about these guys carrying around their old belts.
This here makes me laugh.
But my favorite part was at first everyone's like, look at Alberto Del Rio. Why is he carrying around a fake belt? I'm all, why is Tito still carrying around his old belt? Like, that doesn't make you laugh either. Back in the day, Dan Severn showed up with the NWA wrestling title to the UFC.
Yeah.
To show off that he is a champion in something.
Of something.
Anyway, moving over there.
That's it. I'm going to dig out my old BMX trophies. Can you do that? You just what's up?
I think I have my old Jogathon trophy.
What's up?
You want to bet that?
I think I got a horseshoe. No, horseshoes was a medal. I don't care. I'll just bring a medal.
I got the soccer medal.
You got your soccer. Was it a participation or did you guys win? Oh, no. You kept a participation trophy?
No, actually, I don't think I have any of my trophies anymore. I'm pretty sure. Even I had football ones and we won division. I think I got rid of all that shit. Go. I don't need any of that. Anyway, moving on from there, we have Tyrone Woodley on TMZ Sports saying that he plans to leave MMA and go into boxing and that he wants to fight Canelo. He says, I don't want to go in there and fight Boo Boo the Fool because he landed a couple shots off you and everybody's going to be like, oh, Tyrone touched up this dude. He ain't even a 500 fighter. I want to go in there and risk it all and let it hang. I want the number one guy. And I know that I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to sit there and try to win 12 rounds. Let's be real. His defense is crazy. He'll slip an uppercut and make you look stupid. So I'm going to be throwing all unorthodox, and I'm going to try to knock him out. And if I touch him, it's a wrap.
Ain't nothing going to happen.
You think it's not even, this is just fun talk on TMZ?
No, I mean, even if he fought him, I mean, his stand-up is not there to fight Canelo. It's not.
But tell me, you've heard this one before. MMA star challenges a boxing guy.
Yeah. And he almost won. He won like 5 rounds. He won 5 rounds with his puncher's chance.
With his puncher's chance. Speaking of boxing.
And he's the only guy to come back to beat Khabib. He's the only one that could do it.
Speaking of boxing, unified welterweight world titleist Errol Spence Jr. crashed his Ferrari this last Thursday.
Hey, you guys with fast cars, just keep him in the garage.
Not wearing his seatbelt.
Is he going to sue Ferrari?
Flip the thing. He is currently resting with his family at his side in the hospital.
Did he admit to driving?
I think I had to. He didn't sustain any broken bones or fractures. He does have some facial lacerations. It's expected to make a full recovery. Absolutely crazy. The video footage, this is the Ferrari. I mean, that's the wreck of what's left of it. The video footage is pretty fucking chilling, dude.
Yeah.
To see that thing flip and go all crazy. It got caught on by a security camera. If you go to My MMA News, our partner there, they have the video footage up on their site.
I'll put a link to it. I'll get a link on our Facebook.
It's pretty crazy.
Maybe on this video on YouTube, I'll put the link.
An even further connection to boxing, we have Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson has signed a deal with PFL not to fight. He's gonna have a show called Mike Tyson's New Fight Game. Quote, or in quotation, the PFL. Going to be filmed at Tyson Ranch, which is where he also has his own talk show called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was going to say, he smokes $1,000 a day in weed.
And basically what it is he's going to provide a fighter perspective, inside analysis, and irreverent discussion never experienced before in combat sports.
He did not write that. Could you imagine him trying? He's irreverent.
So Mike Tyson is going to get to basically, I think, interview anybody that's working with the PFL and talk about fighting. And
I dug it. I do when he was talking to
it's got to be on YouTube,
Ronda
Facebook,
Rousey
and Instagram. Yep.
You remember all that when Rousey was hyped out and he was talking to her? I dug all that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, definitely. He does have good insight about just getting in there and letting the hands fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So further connecting our little boxing, I know we're going off on a little bit of tangent here, story is, first of all, the WWE has signed I think I saw 250, do I have that still here? Maybe it's on the other one. $250 million an episode, or $250 million a year contract with Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports.
Right. For Friday night.
Friday night fights.
Fights, right.
They're launching. They did this last weekend, was the first one that was on there. SmackDown was on regular ass Fox, which is pretty cool.
Right.
At that, you had Tyson Fury in the audience, front row, getting into a little bit of a shoving match with the Starr Braun Strowman. Well, they have now announced that they're going to be having a bout on Halloween, October 31st, in Saudi Arabia at the Crown Jewel event. Tyson Fury will be wrestling, fighting Braun Strowman. To add to that, on that same SmackDown episode, Brock Lesnar beats Kofi Kingston for...
Is that supposed to be like a broke-ass Colby Covington?
No, this is way before that. Beats him for the WWE belt, outwalks Rey Mysterio with none other than Cain Velasquez in tow.
Now you have to say, Cain Velasquez!
Cain Velasquez runs out there, jumps in, tackles him, throws the beat down, starts throwing fists and raining down punches, MMA ground and pound style. Lesnar rolls out. That has now been announced as an official bout at the Crown Jewel. Cain Velasquez has decided to hang him up in the octagon. He has removed himself from USADA's testing pool.
Because he's now going to be taking some shit that's going to get him so jacked.
He has been doing some little side things in AAA wrestling. We talked about that on the show a couple times.
Well, he was in the Lucha Libre.
Which is AAA, yeah. AAA wrestling, and he's doing really well. People are really excited. Even people in the wrestling industry said that they were excited for how quickly Cain caught on to the business and how to keep things going and stuff like that. So he has now signed allegedly a multi-million-dollar and multi-year contract with the WWE. The UFC still has yet to comment on the situation, but this shit's crazy, man.
It is
crazy.
crazy.
What is happening in the world of mixed martial arts, man?
And no jumping ahead, Josh. We are going to talk about one championship, but he's talking about if Mighty Mouse fights Horiguchi, it will be like Nirvana.
Oh, that's going to be an amazing fight if that actually goes down.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go into some weirder shit.
This here,
let's keep
people.
digging, people.
When Brandon told me this story, I can't believe it happened.
In Russia, just normal Russian MMA things going on. This could be in a warehouse in Minnesota. We don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently it happened.
When stuff like this happens, what I think to myself is Florida or Russia.
MMA fighter Batuhan Akduman, who you would think would be this guy right here, because that's his name.
Right. And I'm sure that they checked all the proper records.
Was supposed to have a fight in Guerrilla Fighting Championship. Okay? The problem is the guy that you are seeing here is not the guy that was made for the fight. Instead, he had his identity stolen. There was a guy that stole his identity.
That guy.
This guy on the left stole his identity. Got a passport.
Showed up to the fight.
Showed up to the fight without a camp. They took pictures of him so that they could use it for the thing. So not only did he go pretend to like be him when he got there, he actually went and
Fought.
He actually went to fight.
All right.
Showed up, fought, lost, got choked out.
Because he's not a fighter, apparently.
So not only did he trick his opponent, the promotion, and the ref, he tricked himself into thinking he could fight.
Did he get paid?
I don't know, man.
Did he get paid? That's awesome.
So yeah, this is absolutely insane.
Stole somebody's identity.
Showed up to
fought
fight.
their fight. And that guy didn't think his fight was until the next week, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that guy called that guy and goes, hey.
No, I don't even know if it was supposed to be the next week.
He's like, hey, we moved your fight. So
I don't know if
if you could show up next week, that'd be great.
Or did he take the fight under that guy's name and record? And like the whole time has been like, yeah, this is me. Look at my record.
Wow.
Look at it. And then just showed up. And then this guy's like, what are you talking about? I'm not scheduled to fight. I didn't sign for Gorilla. What are you talking about? Dude, mixed martial arts is in a weird place right now. A little bit further in the weirdness, we have Batman going to be fighting in MMA.
Here he goes.
in the comic book form, of course. People have always talked about how
he's not going to do very well. He don't have his utility belt.
Batman has, amazing hand-to-hand combat. Batman writer Tom King has alluded that Batman will have some sort of MMA bouts in the latest issues of Batman. This is a screenshot from that. He is wearing his boots and the cowl, no cape, no pants, no shirts, no utility belt. But
you know of.
His gloves do say UFC.
Yeah.
This is what a world. What a time to be alive, dude.
You think maybe?
What a time to be alive.
You
could steal an identity. Batman's gonna fight
in the UFC.
Oh man.
People are fighting over belts that really don't mean anything.
Don't mean anything. You got Bellator signing this girl, Rebecca Bryggman.
Stay tuned. There's going to be a picture that's going to come on there. I like it.
Rebecca Bryggman, who is 2-0 in her amateur MMA record.
There you go.
But not in an amateur other record. Let's talk about Rebecca Bryggman. She is also known as Orion Starr with 2 R's. You can look that up on Twitter.
Orion Starr.
At your own risk, not safe for work.
Right.
She posted this picture.
Which is on her Twitter account.
To let you know what's going on there. She is a porn star.
There you go. Oh, look at here. Now trending. Orion Starr.
I'm not quite sure if Bellator quite knows what's going on. From what I've been told, they use a local matchmaker for doing smaller fights at the beginning of the card to help fill the card.
Right. Sometimes they do them after the main card, too.
Sometimes, yeah.
Later in the night.
This is one that is going to be
This might be one of those later night cards.
She is making her pro debut. She is, again, on Twitter promoting this picture with her on the main thing. This will be on Mir versus Nelson. That's going down at the end of this month, October 25th. We will talk about that probably in a couple of weeks when it gets closer.
Yep.
But she's also promoting this picture on her Twitter.
We'll just keep going back to it.
She claims that she's a Satanist, that she's all about sex and violence. Yeah, this is some pretty crazy stuff. I don't think Bellator quite knows this yet, but I'm interested to see if they pull it. I mean, they once had a guy.
Is that a nipple?
No, don't point that out.
Oh.
You don't want us to go down, do you?
No, I don't want to go down.
I covered the part you could see from far away.
Okay.
Remember Bellator was going to have somebody that was 0-13
right.
fight before they finally pulled that. So we'll see.
But that's because somebody kind of put it out there that was a fucked up deal.
Well, let's see if this is going to be a thing that they pull out from under.
Nobody pulls out, apparently. It's all about the cream pie.
We will see what ends up happening. Bellator, even going further into the weirdness here, is going to be co-promoting with Ryzen, which we've talked about multiple times. However, this will be going down in Japan, Bellator in Japan, in December. I want to say, I'm trying to look at the date. Is the date on there? Yep, December 29th. So this will be their New Year's Eve style card. Fedor's last fight. He will be fighting Rampage Jackson at heavyweight at a Bellator Ryzen co-promoted card.
There's no good for anybody in this fight. Not even the fans. I don't think
this is something that could have happened back in Pride or in Dream way back in the day, maybe.
This is just going to be like people are not going to feel good about it.
Jackson is 38-13-0. Fedor is 38-6-0. Pretty close records.
Yeah.
You think Fedor is not going to do well?
I thought that, I don't even know how he got medically cleared. I thought they said he was like on the verge of some like brain thing or a heart thing or no?
I think this is going to be a great fight for the Japanese fans. Both these guys are Japanese fight legends in Japan. This is where they feel the most at home, I think, fighting.
My hope is that they come out, it's heavily scripted.
God.
Nobody really hurts each other.
Come on.
But I mean, that's what those people like that.
Not that much.
No.
Scott Coker says he plans on bringing a team of 3 fighters from Bellator to fight 3 fighters in Rizin. So that'll be part of the event. Again, this is going to be going down in Japan, December 29th. We will see what's going to be happening here with Bellator and Rizin working together. Moving on from there, Hector Lombard has signed a contract with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships.
Yeah, but nobody's signed to fight him yet. I don't think anybody's going to fight him.
Hector Lightning Lombard has some heavy fucking hands. I will tell you that.
He busts people's face up with material on his gloves. Now imagine his hands with no material on them.
Yeah, Hector Lombard is a scary man. He did really, really well. He very well in judo. He has 22 knockouts out of his total 34 wins.
Yeah. Do the math, people.
That's a lot of knockouts.
I'm talking broken orbital, broken cheekbones.
It's going to be really interesting to see him. I like BKFC. I like what they're doing. I like them signing guys that are no longer fighting in MMA. Even, in my opinion, Hector Lombard is not a washed-up guy.
Right.
He's still ready. He just didn't get to the upper echelon of the UFC. He's got to go somewhere.
Right.
I'd like to see him over in Bellator fighting still in MMA. I'd like to see him in PFL
and like
competing in a tournament. But I still like to see him fighting. I mean, these are guys that are heavy strikers that are now going, you know what? I mean, he is a judo guy, so he knows the ground game.
Right.
But these are guys that have heavy hands and that like to strike, and they go, you know what? I don't have to worry about all that shit anymore. Now I can just let him fly.
Right. And like you say, he has such a heavy judo background. He's obviously going to go coach.
You think so?
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, somewhere up at Jim will pick him up. They have to pick him up. And now we get into the double recap. We have a couple recaps going on. Yeah, we have 3 recap fights, and we have a whole bunch of fights going on this weekend. To recap, we had Invicta FC 37. Remember, this was supposed to be Judy Frey going up against Ashley Cummins. However, that was pulled out after Frey had to withdraw due to an injury. Pro Gonzalez gets the win over Brogan Sanchez in your main event. Very cool.
It was very lopsided, but I don't. She's. I mean, coming from being the fighter that she was, she needed the finish.
Yeah, she definitely needed the win.
Didn't happen.
Definitely needed the win. What else do we got? We had Bellator 229 on your prelims. Let's see here on your main card. You had Tony Johnson gets the win over Joe Schilling in a knockout of round 3.
Poor Joe.
Kerry Taylor Melendez gets the win over Mandy Polk. Goti Yamaguchi gets the win over Sada Wad for a armbar with a verbal submission. He had to hold his arm so it wasn't getting break. Yeah, nope. And then Lorenz Larkin gets a tough split decision win over Andrei Korshakov. How did you think that fight went?
I gave it to Korshakov.
You gave it to Korshakov?
Yeah.
Man, I thought Larkin did a good job, man. It was a close fight.
You're biased.
I mean, it's a split decision anyway. Why? Because I have his phone number? He's a cool guy. I texted him after. He didn't respond. Told him it was a good win, too.
No, I just felt that Korshakov did more work.
Okay.
I felt he had more pressure. I could see how you could see it either way.
Either way, yeah.
Because you know me. Draw. Do it again.
Either needs to be dead or it didn't count.
Yeah, round 4.
He needs to die or it doesn't count.
Bring in the round 4.
And then, of course, you had the big event of the weekend, UFC 243, going out of Melbourne, Australia. Starting off on Fight Pass, Khalid Taha gets the win over Bruno Gustavo de Silva. Jun Yoon Kim gets the win over Nandita Kasiam. This was all on Fight Pass. Moving on to ESPN.
This one I got to give you the clap. You got it done.
Megan Anderson.
You got it
gets
done.
the triangle choke and her purple belt against Sahar Farham dos Santos.
First round. That is what she needed to do. This is what we've been waiting for her to do, and she did it.
It was great. It was good for her. Brad Riddell gets the win over Jamie Malarkey.
The rest of this prelim card, you could have you should have went and got some soda from
Caitlin
the
Potter
store.
gets the win over
Couple
Makai
bags of
Piloto.
chips.
Jake Matthews gets the win over Rostam Arkman. Then on your main card on pay-per-view, Yogan De Castro gets the win over Justin Tafa.
Yeah.
Big knockout in round 1. Diego Lima gets the win over Luke Jamu.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a decision, a split decision.
I know, but he beat the shit out of him.
All right. This one shocked me. Sergey Spikvev gets the win over Tai Tayavusa with an arm triangle in round 2.
Yeah, and there was no lack of. I was surprised. There was no lack of work. Both these guys were trying to get it on. Yeah,
definitely going for it. Dan Hooker gets the big win over Alaquinta, unanimous decision. Immediately calls out Dustin Poirier. Poirier has declined that. He said he's waiting to fight Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Dan Hooker just put it on LaQuinta, and
the whole time.
Yeah,
like dominated.
Well, and it progressed. It got worse the second. It got worse the third. Yeah,
pretty dominant. And then your new champion,
undisputed. We said you couldn't count him out, man.
Israel Stylebender Adesanya gets the win over Bobby Knuckles Whitaker with a knockout in round 2.
I have to tell you, everybody in my living room, after his whole dance in the tube, hoped that he died.
Yeah, oh yeah. I had somebody watching the recap. They were just watching the recap on ESPN and they're like, why is he dancing?
And then I had to remind him, and I'm glad I have UFC Fight Pass, about Anderson Silva's.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
So
he used to come out doing the shaky guitar, came out as Michael Jackson.
That's the one. That's the one. The Michael Jackson.
The thing is that, and Adesanya, I think, understands this, that you can't be just a regular fighter anymore.
He could.
You have to entertain a little bit.
Yeah.
Or be flashy in the cage.
Right.
Do some spinning shit.
But I mean, he's still at the point, I don't think that he can sell a card just with him yet.
I don't know. It's after that win, possibly.
You think so?
After that win, I think he can. Everyone was talking about that he's got pillow hands, and he knocked Bobby Knuckles the fuck out.
He was catching him. It was, you know what? Bobby Knuckles was exerting so much effort just to try to make up that distance.
The reach was huge.
Just to make up.
Man, the reach was huge.
Adesanya fought him perfect. He used that distance. After, especially once he figured out the cadence of that reach, he started. And when he reached out, he's like, It
was a good fight. I was really excited to watch it.
Yeah, to compare the prelim to the main card, it was like night and day.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let's look at the rankings that don't matter and see.
Did you hear that they're going to start mattering?
We'll get to that.
Why did Joey say we? Does he get to vote?
No, he doesn't. I mean, he wants to vote, but he doesn't get to vote. Anyway, in the middleweight division, you got Paulo Costa, Yoel Romero, both up there at the top going against. How do you think either one of them would do against Israel Adesanya?
The problem with Romero is he's not real consistent. So I don't I don't know. And Costa, I think he could keep time with him. And I think that he's taller, right? Costa's taller and the reach is better.
That I wouldn't know. Let's look that up. We got a little bit of time here. Let's look up Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is 6'1".
His reach is 72.
72.
So what was Israel Adesanya's?
Oh, there he was. I was close. He is
80 inch. Oh, still 8 inches.
That's huge, man.
God damn.
And he's 6'4".
Hey, Mr. Brett Terry.
That's a big fucking reach advantage, man. That is a big fucking reach advantage. You're still gonna give it to Costa?
No, I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm just saying I think he could keep time with him a little bit better than Whitaker.
Or Yoel Romero?
Yeah. Well, no. What's Yoel Romero's reach? Did you look that up?
It's not going to be that big.
No?
No.
Because it's all buff, so it's shortened up.
It's like this. All right, so moving on from there, we got PFL 7. Your favorite organization.
It is.
Your favorite MMA organization.
You want to know why?
PFL.
Because I was right. This is 3 years.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
It's their second year of finals.
No.
Is it not their second season?
I'm counting the first year when they had races at NASCAR.
No. World Series of Fighting version / PFL doesn't count. This is their second season.
Whatever. Fake it till you make it. Take it till you make it.
We got Kayla Harrison going against Bobby Joe Danzino. We got Sarah Kaufman going against Larissa Pacheco. John Howard against David Michad and Magmedov going up against Chris Curtis. This is all
said
on
a mouthful.
ESPN 2.
Check it out, y'all.
So you got the playoffs starting off. You got the quarterfinals, semifinals on the same card.
Yeah, get Hulu and the ESPN app, and you can watch the fights anywhere.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere. Hulu.
Bellator kickboxing is going down. We got a bunch of things going on here. We got so it's Bellator Milan / Bellator 230 / Bellator Kickboxing 12.
So, so it is MMA and kickboxing.
Yes.
So it's almost like, what's the one that was in San Jose?
Dynamite.
Dynamite, yeah. Dynamite.
You got to say it. Dynamite.
Dynamite.
So we got Bellator Kickboxing 12 going on. You got the Milan prelim card. You got the regular cards. You got Rafael Carvalho going up against Vadim Nagmakov. Alessio Sakara going up against Kanan Grisby. Kane Musa going up against Danielle Skakazi. Stefano Paterno going up against Ashley Reese. And then, of course, your main event, Melvin Manhoef going up against Yannick Bahati.
If you ever get a chance, look up the video. Melvin Manhoef is putting on some type of fights in his... I believe it's Germany, maybe. And the
he was Dutch.
Is he Dutch? Either way, the two fighters act up, and he totally calls them out. I don't know what he's saying in the language that he's speaking, but he's serious, and everybody starts clapping.
Yeah, he's Dutch.
Yeah. But yeah, if you can find it.
Check that out. We also got Ryzen 19. Yeah, Ryzen 19 is that one. Oh, we got one. Let's go to one first, apparently. According to the slide, we got to go to one.
You got to go with the slides.
Got to go with the side slides. I mean, I put these in order. They should be in order, but they're not in order. So there we go. One championship is having their 100th event broken into two parts. Part one, you got Angela Lee defending her belt up against Zion Jingajang. That's the Atomweight Championship. In the Flyweight Grand Prix, Demetrius Johnson going against Danny King-Ed. And then in the Lightweight Grand Prix, you got Sagagid Gusian Araslanayev going up against Christian Lee.
Is this for $1 million?
No.
Oh,
so.
A suitcase of money though, right?
Always a suitcase of money. In the one light
Maybe
heavyweight,
a Ferrari.
In the one light heavyweight championship, you got Ong La Lianisang defending his belt against Brandon Vera, going back down to light heavyweight. You got Bibiano Fernandez defending his belt against Kevin Bellington at the one bantamweight. You got your Muay Thai flyweight championship. You also got your kickboxing featherweight Grand Prix final, as well as the prelim card is a huge Pancrase versus Shuto event. That's a lot going on for one. It is. That is a lot going on for one.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on this weekend. Yeah. I mean, starting right now. I think right now PFL is starting right now.
Pretty sure. I mean, I gotta believe even some of this Ryzen card is going on right now. This is Ryzen 19. This is.
It says 10-12, so that's tomorrow. Oh no, wait. That's right now, right?
Right now, you got Fabio Malinando going up against Jiri Prohaxagana, Johnny Case on this card. You got Patrick Freire going up against Kawajiri on this card in a lightweight grand quarterfinal. You got Nakamura on this card. This is a big card. This is going in Ryzen. This is going down in Japan. Who Bellator obviously will be doing that big event in Japan with Fedor and Rampage on later the year.
Well, wait till one gets here in the U.S. It's just going to be nuts.
And then, of course, your big card that everyone likes to talk about, the one that everyone...
Big card because of those giant...
Big boobies.
Giant
boobies. I just think the whole thing was to help raise awareness
for breast cancer.
Which is this month. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you're in the Modesto area... You can come down here to SynCal Studios, SynCal Industries. They are doing nipple tattoos, or excuse me, nipple piercings. I'm sure they'll do tattoos as well.
They'll tattoo your nipples
piercings on special as a part of Save the Top
Breast Cancer?
Yeah, Breast Cancer Awareness.
I got a new song. She ain't heavy. It's Joanna's titties. No?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Well, we do have UFC Fight Night Joanna versus Watterson, UFC Fight Night 161, UFC on ESPN Plus 19, UFC Tampa. Going down.
I type these things in when I want to watch the fight, and none of the fights show up.
Nothing?
Nothing.
None of the things I say?
No.
Man.
I'm so pissed off at you when I do that. and then I just type in UFC, and then it's like, oh, do you want to watch this?
All of those should work. On your prelims, you got J.J. Aldrich going up against Lauren Mueller. Marvin Vettori going up against Andrew Sanchez. Miguel Bazea going up against Hector Aldana. Marlon Vera going against Andre Ewell. Davison Figueiredo going against Tim Elliott. Max Griffin against Alex Morano.
Get that win, Max. Get that win.
Thomas Gifford against Mike Davis. Ryan Spann against
Frank
Devin
Gifford's
Clark.
kid?
All on ESPN Plus. Make sure you're picking up ESPN Plus. Otherwise, you're not watching the UFC at all.
No.
I mean, you might catch the occasional random stuff on ESPN too.
I don't have a choice. I can't even cancel ESPN Plus. Apple won't let me.
Did you sign up for the year?
I don't know.
You must have.
It just keeps telling me.
You have
We
it.
charged you again.
I don't want to be charged again.
Because I won't give them my credit card number.
Yeah.
So I just buy iTunes cards and keep my account full.
And they just
So
keep deducting it
They
from
just
that?
keep deducting it. Yeah.
All right, there you go. You know, how do you buy iTunes cards? Do you go buy pay cash?
Yeah.
And you go give them to them?
Yeah.
I was like, 'cause somehow somebody's got your credit card. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. I just don't want Apple to have my credit card. I don't care if Walgreens or Walmart or any of those people have my credit card number.
Just not Apple.
No, because Apple, once you give them their credit card number, they'll ask you, hey, do you want to check this out for free? And you check it out, right? They don't tell you. In 2 weeks, if you haven't canceled it, you now pay for it.
All right.
Yeah. It's like the BMG disc,
Yeah.
You used to
Oh,
get
yeah.
9 discs for $10 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
The stamps that you
Yeah.
put on, you're like,
And
I
then
want this CD and
Yeah.
this CD. They're only 99
And
cents,
then-
and this CD
yeah,
and that
and then
CD.
your first Belle Biv DeVoe CD is $33.95. And you have to pay for that.
And now you're going to get the whole collection.
No, well, you have to buy like
Once a
12
month.
at regular price.
Yeah, regular price.
Yeah.
Anyway, on your main card on ESPN Plus, you got Eric Anders going against Gerhard Mieszkak. Matt Frivola going against Luis Pena. Mackenzie Dern, who made weight at strawweight, by the way.
With her nice thick ass. I said that.
Against Amanda Ribas. Both of those women said that they would step up to fight Michelle Waterson if need be. However, it was not needed. Nico Price going up against James Vick. Cub Swanson against Kron Gracie, who says that he is Team Diaz, just like us, all day, every day, and will never go against his team. I also found out a weird tidbit that, by the way.
A little titty bit.
Uriah Faber has offered to fight Kron Gracie at a UFC event at some point.
Right?
Kron Gracie said, I never thought that was going to be possible because he was told that the Team Diaz and Alpha Male had a pact that they would never have their fighters against each other because they both represent NorCal.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Anything that ever's come out of Alpha Male is out the door.
And they said that they've actually kept that in the local scene as much that you have not seen Diaz guys against Team Alpha Male. They've been on the same card but never against each other. But now that Mr. Uriah Faber says that he will fight Kron Gracie says, let's go, let's get on.
Wait, I will tell you, in the regional, we have seen Nick Diaz Academy fight Team Alpha Male.
All right. Well, somehow it broke down. There used to be a pact. I didn't know there was a pact.
Right.
That's
Well,
just
I don't
know.
Anything that was signed when Bam and everybody was out Alpha Male is out the door.
And that's what I think, too,
They've
is
all pretty much stabbed each other in the back.
I feel like it's all completely gone. Of course, your main event, Joanna Boobs Jedrzejczyk.
Yeah, we just can call her Boobs.
I think it used to be no one could understand how to pronounce Jedrzejczyk, which I still probably am butchering horribly. And so they just said, call her Joanna Champion. Then she lost the belt. She can't be Joanna Champion anymore.
JJ Boobs.
Now apparently she's just Joanna Boobs.
JJ Boobs.
Just Boobs.
Okay.
Joanna Boobs
Joanna
going up
Boobs.
against Karate Hottie and Michelle Watterson. In your main event.
Joanna Boobs against Michelle Thighs.
She's the Karate Hottie, sir.
Dude.
It works.
Did you see the picture of her on the couch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just sitting on a couch.
I don't care. Maybe want to go get some drumsticks, bro. I did. Whole order of
So
them.
there you go. There is your card. Who are you taking top to bottom? You want to make some picks?
Look at the new married man. Can't even be teased. Like, I don't talk about no tits or no.
I'm talking about I had a porn star up here.
I know.
In which I had to edit her snooch out of the way
Her snitch.
with a fucking devil face emoji because she is a Satanist.
I'm using that one night. I'll be like, baby, I want to see your snooch.
Snooch.
Snooch? What is it? What's the Australian term for just looking?
Squeeze.
Squeeze. I want to take a
Just
squeeze.
popping in for a squeeze.
I want to take a squeeze at your snooch. She's all, you were not squeezing my snooch.
Snooch,
No,
no.
it's totally different.
Not gonna happen. I just want to squeeze. I just want to see it. I'm gonna go Anders, Pena, Dern, Price. No, I'll go Vic, Gracie, Watterson.
Okay, I'll take Anders, Frivola, Dern, Vic, Gracie, Watterson.
Pretty close. We only even disagree on one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights, man.
See, as much as I want to back Cub, I mean, Kron's...
Dude, he's on another level.
Yeah.
You see his crazy breathing technique?
Right.
He's moving around his whole stomach.
Yeah.
Go watch the documentary. It's called Choke. It's with his dad, Hickson. Awesome.
If Cub can get away and make it a pure stand-up thing, which I don't know how he can.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
It's going to be interesting.
Other things have happened.
So that is it. That is your week of fights. That is the show. That is your craziness that is MMA. We have porn stars getting into MMA.
Just remember this.
People stealing identities.
That somebody stole someone's identity, not to make money or anything, but to show up, fight,
and lose.
And mess up their record. Could you imagine Justin Bateman showing up for something like that? You ruined my record. Now I have to take you back to fight and show them that it wasn't me who fought.
Me. Now I have to fight you. And you're gonna fight me for the record.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. You have a good night. See you at the fights.
Later, man.